Western Spring Television. Ours it is.
How does it feel? How does it feel?
It feels good, actually.
It feels good. It feels good.
You cannot die young.
Yeah, I cannot die
kill
young.
you. Yes.
Yeah.
You cannot be going through the kind of pain we go through and then still be taking something that will kill you fast. So it's a good one. It's a
And this
perfect
one that you're
blend.
drinking won't.
It won't. It won't. It won't.
Okay.
It won't. You'll be fine.
Yes. Well.
You'll be fine.
All right.
I know.
And so we enter today.
Normally.
This is well.
It is well. 300.
2 hours later. No, don't worry. Go on. 2 hours later, I'll speak to you guys. Don't worry.
A man cheated with 300 women.
So
And people were they were dragging the man. What about what about the 300 women that cheated on their husbands? Nobody was talking about
not
that.
even that one. You know, they say Abraham's blessings are
mine.
Yeah. But the sins of Adam and Eve,
Don't be our own.
they follow all of us.
Double
And
standard.
you know, they say Solomon, wait a minute, the wise man
OG.
who was loved by God.
Yes.
Yeah, many were 700 diamonds.
Yeah.
No, 300 was 700.
700, but it was loved by God. But me, I just want to I get it. Way
They want to kill you.
Society want to kill me.
You know why you be like that? Your name is not Solomon.
No.
Not
Change
Joseph.
your name to Solomon.
Even
Joseph.
Solomon.
Follow Joseph in the Bible. We will go carry you, put inside.
I am sure
inside
that. I am
dungeon.
sure that.
We put inside
I am
Kutuaye.
sure that in the last time, if you Google Solomon goes to jail for stealing somebody's wife, Punch newspaper will have it on one of the newspapers. Somebody there Solomon. Well, you know how many wisdoms are in jail?
Wisdom.
All right, so not kill me. With this, I want to welcome you on tonight's edition of your program, Men Uncut on Western Spring Television, Channel 190, DTT, Star Times. All right, and it is a program where we talk about the male folks, we talk about happenings, you know. So, guy, if you be guy, anywhere you did, guy, man, come around, come and learn about men. You know, we're talking about issues relating to that, to our gender. I don't say that gender, now our gender. And if you're a lady too, you want to learn about your husband, you want to know more about your husband, about guys around you, your boyfriend, this is a platform for you to learn one or two things. All right, so I am J to the A to the H, M-I-C, Jah Michael, Mr. 223, your love doctor himself, Michael with his sus. All right, and this evening I'm in the house with these men. They drag me.
I'm laughing because, you know,
I never call you.
I know. But
This is what I tell you, I welcome on the show tonight.
Thank you. I mean,
I
it
don't
feels
call you
good to be here. But, you know, it looks like a movie set. You don't know what is going on behind the scene.
Okay, yeah.
There are so many forces behind the scene. And,
Some that don't want you to succeed.
but we'll succeed this one.
Village people, the idea.
But
You
it
see
feels
them.
good to be here.
It's okay.
Imprint, how you doing?
Now maybe this, so I think I'm fine. Yeah.
You think?
Baba, me,
Now
you
women,
cannot
they
be
think.
certain. You cannot be certain that you are fine in Nigeria.
Now
today.
women, they think.
Baba, men too don't they think. Oh, facing today's reality, we are thinking. All of us, we are thinking now. Baba, well, I think I'm fine. I think I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
And just before you go on, sorry, I really want to say that, see, to every Nigerian out there, you know, before, let me not lie.
Yeah.
I remember 2018, 19, 20, when they would tell me then that things are very expensive, you know, people are finding it difficult to live. I tell them it's difficult, you know, because you can still manage. You know, when somebody tells you, why would I go out to eat food of 3,000 per plate? But bro, people are suffering. There's a lot of things out there. Even me, I'm feeling the heat.
Kai.
There's a lot of
first
things.
time you
I
see
know. From Abery to this place, bike they collect 1.5. Normally, I know, see that time, and now when they go Ibadan, so the person wants to want to drop you where you go just see motor.
Sure.
Then they go do 1, 2. The person maybe know you from
Solid.
area, maybe just one every package 1.5. You don't pass some parts for Ibadan. But now they talk of buy from Abery to the sand. It's just a reality. People are suffering, my brother.
I don't want to remember all these
People
things.
are
I
suffering.
remember there was a time here in Oshogbo when Koroko was 30 naira. 30 naira. You go see they follow the guy. Give me a 20 naira change after you giving him 50 naira. You know what I'm saying? It's 40 naira. No, I'm not. We're dragging it.
And
But
you know
now,
why I had
the
to even
Koroko
say
said,
that is that unless, unlike rather this station where we work, I mean, kudos to the owner, you know, there's been some sort of increment which we appreciate. But to majority,
Alakoba.
no, I'm just being real.
Mama that is selling agbado to me now, when I increase the agbado, the money will increase. Mama, it's no money that they increase.
With all sincerity, there are a lot of people who still earn the same amount.
Yeah.
As we speak, and things are not the same. It's just unfortunate.
Well,
I remember in 2018, a room self-con that I collected was for 48,000, 50,000. But right now, as I'm speaking to you, that same place, although I've moved out, is now 180, 200,000.
That's too cheap. Wow.
Now, I'm not saying
I love your landlord.
I'm not saying
self-con.
Yes, now. Yes, it's very cheap.
It's cheap.
It's very, very cheap.
Wow.
You need to come to some areas to come and find out what
And come members, for come members, they see audio money. They hear audio money.
Oh, now those people then scam past.
77,000. All of them know they. I will buy our landlord good, sell it to this thing. I will
No,
do
they don't talk. They don't talk. Say
shoes.
they will backdate their payments. That they will start from July.
They don't mark everything. Mark
So,
finish.
Hopefully before the women among them will get married, they will get the money.
Oh no, they save up. See, anytime they tell you they go backdate. I remember when I was serving here in Osun State. I said they tell us state no pay us. Now only fed that we collect because I did teach that year. They say, don't worry. After your service, we
put everything together
and give it to you. After my service, after like I think a year after, they sent us a message on online that we should go and fill it. They want to pay this money. I paid it for. Then I go with you, don't see cover. All right, let's go on a short break. When we return, Men of Court continues. Life no fear, maybe we call the Adam for ourselves.
That's why you're drinking gin. I don't understand. You're drinking gin.
The weather is Hamatan is here. Hamatan is here. We have to get
I don't want to call.
Don't worry, by next week, talk where we get us Pomo. Yeah, we have Pomo this set. It'll be different.
Yeah, it's still the economy that cost. That's why she didn't bring Pomo.
I'm on Choco.
It's the economy.
Why you call the talk where get money pass always?
No, she say alubosa out in one.
And she know be doing without
alubosa. Alubosa Timon.
You know, sir. Let's go.
All right. The program is 2 Men on Court. So let's talk about the topic for tonight. We've been looking at the effects of social media on relationships. Because social media, when we say, when we want to talk about social media, it is broad. So that is why we decided to just pin it to, relationship. Joseph Atewe, how does social media impact relationship satisfaction? Your own point of view. How does it bring satisfaction?
Bring satisfaction. It doesn't bring satisfaction in my own analysis. It brings destruction.
Destruction.
It brings a lot. See, there's this guy in Yoruba artists that will tell you, I don't know the one of them if it's Pasuma or the other guy that said Olaju, that sang Olaju. Said Oshuba. And of course, he was saying the truth.
Yeah.
He sang that song some years ago, but we thought it was all a joke. A lot of things social media has done to us negative.
Yeah.
The negative impact rather is a lot when it comes to relationship. But it is also good because people make money from it and do a lot of things. But when it comes to relationships, see, women naturally are shallow-minded. Yeah. So I mean, they're built to be with all due respect to them, to an extent stupid. So whatever they see, it sinks into their brain.
They apologize. Say one cause.
No, I'm being real with you. I said want us to lie. That's what they are. That's why they would do something. I'm being real with you. That's why they would do something with Obìnrin. They would do some stupid thing. You say Obìnrin. So if I can agree or just accept it like that, Obìnrin. If I'm doing my analysis, so accept. Because if you don't want to see the thing, they say what a man can do, I can say fingers. What the man can do better. Check it. All the things, even the football they are playing. Is it not the chair, right? It's not nonsense. Do you understand? That's why even FIFA will tell you that they're not making enough money. That is why you know what the World Cup means? When it comes to the stadium, you probably see half section. In fact, the half, 70% of it was sponsored by FIFA so that people can come watch. So they're built that way. They have a problem. And they are the most on social media. If you go by the actual statistics that we have, they're the most. That is why you see a woman who tell you, they like Ashoti Jennifer Lopez. Whoa, maybe that's too big, self. But they like Ashoti Toke Makin, what were you? No like you. Now, don't forget that it is beautiful. But then even if you take it to our low budget tailor, Akin, who is sewing in Agumbelewu here, maybe Akin does not really know. That clothes was probably 1.5 million dress. Akin will want to, because you go on again, 250,000, a lot of things start to come in place. And women, when they desperately need something, they don't care. They want to put all the bill and tax you, and they're very, very manipulative to the extent where they drag you into that. It's like women, they're crazy being. If there's a way I can do without them in life, honestly, I swear my mother's girl, I wouldn't be. But unfortunately, you have to deal with them. So I am saying it has done so much because we're talking about relationship. It has done so much damage, and because the women are fully involved in it. They see everything on social media. For example, I was seeing a girl and they had issue. So somebody was telling me that Bobo had to get in one jar. What was she watching online? That is one person. But then I'm sure there's like 1,000 of her. All this Korean movie, the guy she was about falling, the love was beautiful. And she said it out of all sincerity from the young girl that is the kind of love she wants. And she lives in other umu. She's only deceiving herself. It's a problem. I'm trying to be very basic with the analysis so you can understand where I'm coming from. There's a lot of problem. You now see the most scary part about this whole thing is that you see the same manipulative set of people. When they see the ones that are very productive and the ones that will benefit anybody, they are first to invest in themselves. Check it. Aside the footballers, some of the most richest on these apps that you see are the women. Do you understand?
Yes.
So when it comes to the relationship, social media, how has it helped? I mean, it is negative. Negative. Even when it comes to sex, they see these things, they're short videos. They expect me, I've gone to work with this stature that I have. I've gone to work, where? Is there an award for it? I'm just being brutal and blunt with you. It's what they want. Instagram. It's what it brings. Because see, their minds have been painted now. It's already crazy. It is dark. And not even for somebody that lives in a country like Nigeria. There's so much happening on social media where people believe in the fantasy that they see and the things they see on social media. And I'm telling you that the biggest problem are the shallow-minded women, honestly.
All right, imprint, he has reeled out one or two negative effects. But does that mean that, there are no positives in terms of, social media with these women, ladies?
Now, the thing will boil down to the question of who is the person you are dealing with. It boils down to individual. When you're talking of relationship, social media as a topic, as a body, the sad part is this, the statistics are there, just like you said. You realize that the negatives outweighs the positive. But when it comes to individual, it can be different. Individual in the sense that what I want, what I'm looking for, is definitely going to be different from what you're looking for. So it might play well to my part. Currently, let me cite an example. I am thinking of doing some things with my business, and I'm handing it over to my wife. Are you getting my point? Now, a lot of what she needs to go through are on social media, and that's what she has been doing. So, on this note, I will say that yes, my wife uses social media excellently well.
Okay.
But it comes down to the question of, can the woman involved filter what she should get in,
And what
how
she should
to, and what not to get in? That is the big question that majority of them cannot answer. because they live in a they live a kind of lifestyle that they see the social media as an extension of who they are. So what they see it as a representation of, yes, this is how things should be. I always tell people something. It is a very simple thing. Assuming the age of slave trade, assuming it is the age of social media, a lot of people, more than the people that they colonized, would have gone. Yes, it is easy. Majority of people nowadays will definitely follow what they see on social media. So a person that wants to enslave you, it is very easy. Those days, what did they use? What did they use?
Umbrella.
Thank you. So if we are that cheap back then, that they were using mirror, umbrella,
follow me to America
to get you into slave trade. Rich. Just imagine social media. It is doing more harm. And the sad part is this: if you want to think of good, sincerely speaking, you really do a lot of work before you figure it out. But the bad, the negative, there are plenty. If you are going for marriage counseling today, they will tell you that one of the key topics that they will use to discuss for you is social media. When you are in the house with your partner, try as much as possible to do away with your phone. Why should that be a topic? If it is something that we see as just an addition to us, and it should not take the center stage. But majority of homes today, majority of ideologies of wives today, you see, I said wives, not even ladies generally now. Majority of wives today, the ideology they have in their head is wired by social media. And in a situation whereby, I always tell this to a lot of people, you are growing up, you have tenets, you have ideologies that you grew up with as a man. Good. A woman, by default, sees everything wrong from where they are coming from.
Yeah, because they're wired to be stupid, so it's normal.
You understand? They see everything wrong from where they are coming from. So they are wired to definitely want to totally change it. So before you know it, the classroom will not teach you how to make it different from what your mother was having, right? So the next thing they turn to, and one thing is this, so sorry to say to the female folks, they mostly don't sit down to think on, okay, if this is how it was for my mother and I don't like it, what can I do differently? They often look for examples. Now, the sad part is this. The examples they believe are readily available on social media.
Want to be like Beyonce, Rihanna,
and before these people that you are looking at, they also they have their different lives. The culture in America is not the same with Nigeria.
Okay.
They are having their election. We all see the way they are doing it. No public holiday. It is not even on a Saturday. It is during the week.
There are no security men. There are no soldiers
everywhere.
The birth of massive BBL you have, so social media costs.
They made the social media made them believe that something is wrong with them.
Strike it for me, Daddy. They go and call the anyash and put balloon. That's it.
That's how ridiculous it is.
It's balloon. It's not blown. That is the thing.
Let me even cite another example to you. Like 3 weeks ago, around where I was working, there is this particular person that was having an issue with her boyfriend. Now, what is the issue? The boyfriend is always the one to provide for the lady originally. So, eventually, the lady is doing something on social media. She has an application whereby she goes live, do some things on the app and all. They pay in dollars and all. So she sees it as, I can be independent. I can say whatever I want to say to my partner. And now, Baba cannot find it easy again. It turned to a public fight that they were fighting on the road. Eventually, when I was listening to what the guy was saying out of ranting, I realized that the issue is about what this lady is doing to get the money.
I'm sorry, but just to echo what you said, honestly, you made a brilliant point. You see, they will tell you, they are always quick to tell you that in Batiamon Baba Wandaga. Because I won't be on my television.
Yeah.
Ìwé mímọ́ tẹ̀ ń gbé kiri ó wà ń bẹ̀ àti ti Mùsùlùmí àti ti Kristẹni.
Of course.
Am I correct?
Definitely.
It is there. I'm saying those things so that you can understand. Just again watching it is there. Am I correct? But it has changed everything. He just said something. Now you see that stubbornness.
Yeah.
I can achieve it. And I keep telling you, see, when you see I was raised by a single mother, if it is not accident, àbí máa yẹn lù, àbí máa yẹn kú, àbí nǹkankan, 90% of them is bad attitude.
Yeah.
Go to Saleh, let me tell you something.
You
Go
see.
to Enyon, let me show you something. Okay, but I'm being real with you. There are a lot of them. Terrible set of people. So it's right that social media has changed the whole thing. Because if not for social media, somebody will have the guts. The man have been taking care of you. Then you have the audacity to say what you are saying. You know, there are so many things that happen that we just dive away. It's koda. There are warnings.
Yeah.
Like the girl that put whatever she puts up pepper soup and gave it some. See,
Hey.
bro, I'm coming. No, I'm coming.
Anybody don't give me a soup. I'm
See.
a chopper.
Bro, I'm coming. It is wrong.
I'm allergic to fish.
Yes.
Bro, it is wrong.
Doctor
Eh?
even said that.
Totally.
And I
Yeah.
hope she faces the full wrath of the law.
Yeah. What she
But
did.
let me tell you something. You see a candid on the street, you want to sleep with her, you lie to her. Not everybody can handle heartbreak. Oh.
Definitely.
Some people will kill you. And you have not just made them new
Of course.
because
Of
you want
course.
to sleep with her because she has good behind. I'm being real, they will end you. That might have played out. Jealousy has
Yeah.
played out. Cannot stomach rejection has played out. The same thing with the girls too. That's why somebody burnt somebody's house one day and burnt the entire family. Social media is changing the whole thing at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And it's causing so much harm. So they look at those things, whatever we favor them, they always go for it.
All right.
It's as
Still
simple
talking
as
about
that.
relationship. A school of thought believes that social media has taken over family. For example, you are in a home, daddy busy with phone, mommy, because we've been talking about ladies.
Yeah.
Now you see the daddy busy with phone. Who is daddy talking to at night instead of
Well,
talking?
Daddy might not be
Mommy
chatting. I hope
is
you know.
busy with phone. Son is busy. Everybody is busy with phone. Can we say that social media is gradually taking over homes these days? You said daddy may not be on social media.
Yeah.
Well,
I
we
mean,
tell you
daddy
that
may not be
most times,
chatting.
most of those times, you see daddy commenting on messages on Facebook or maybe TikTok or anything like that.
The thing about social media taking over the place now is, of course, we are no more in the ice age. We are in the digital age now. Now, majority of businesses are found online now. That's the certainty. I make footwears. Majority of the people I make footwears for nowadays, I don't even know them. I've not even seen them before because they reach out to me on social media. It's as simple as that. So now, if you choose not to grow, not to follow the trend that the world itself is going, you will find out that you are being left behind. The only problem is you personally putting regulations into it.
That will now take us to addiction. Are you trying to say that these days a large number of people are addicted to social media?
By default, yes. Both genders, male and female. It is as simple as that.
And just to add to something, so see, I hope that whatever I want to say will not offend the Muslims or the Christian, whoever is watching. You see, I believe in the Bible and I also believe in the Quran.
Yeah.
But one thing I believe about, you see, that you must marry is a scam. But I believe in where it said go and multiply.
Yeah.
It is written boldly.
Be fruitful and
Thank you.
multiply.
I'm coming. A time
But you
will
don't want to
come.
marry.
I'm
You
coming.
marry.
I'm coming.
Same, you will marry.
Amen.
You will marry.
Amen.
Joseph, you will marry.
I was listening to Zeng Mustafa from Sudan.
Okay.
And I met him in Ivory Coast when we went for the Nations Cup because I did a lot of things.
International reporter.
Yeah.
I'm coming. He said something, say it's just a matter of time. You see, you kept saying that your leaders go out there. Shibi, if I come to your house and I see that your window blinds or your chairs are beautiful, what do? I want to replicate the same in my house? No. You see, some of those things, if they bring them to Africa, we are quick to adapt to things and overchange things. If they bring them in things, we run mad. It's just a matter of time. We are talking about social media right now.
Yeah.
See, do you know there are restaurants in China, in some places, where they now use robots to serve?
Yes.
What is trying to tell you that very soon, you going to apply for job in restaurants will go into extension.
Definitely.
Do you know there are AIs right now? And this job would do. Most of the people that are highest paid, the Taomas, the macaronis, all of them, is on social media.
Yes.
What they are trying to tell, just like cyber cafe of those days, radio stations and TV stations will go into extension.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time too that you will understand that instead of me dating one shadi for 7 years, don't feel me shackle and I'm spending money on her. When I can connect with someone that sees me in time, there will be technologies that will get to that stage.
Definitely.
So it tackles the writings in those books of those days.
Yeah.
That tells you it's a must. It It's a lie. Do you understand? So social media, two things, it is bad. It is bad in our own light because it's affecting our relationship.
Yeah.
But you see, the essence of the social media, and to those who built that, it might sound stupid what I am saying now, but then this video, thank God for hackers, play it back in the next 30 years. I might be alive, I might be dead, but then you will see it makes sense. That's when they now say high intensity in 1942 once predicted
Joseph
it.
Atewe in
But I'm telling you that, see,
said,
social media in a nutshell,
Yeah.
it's changing a lot of things, and it's gradually changing relationship.
Yes.
I understand.
Yes.
But it doesn't still take away the fact that why it is changing a lot of things, women, because they think far when it comes to thinking of bad things, and exploiting it and taking advantage of. So yes, it is affecting relationship because of that, once again, shallow-minded gender women.
Let's talk about trust.
Okay.
How would you say the impact of social media on trust in relationship? That one is deep, right? Trust.
Sincerely
Because
speaking,
I know most
now,
of you guys, if
you
you're on social
will-
media,
you will, if you are to be very sincere with yourself, if you are to be very sincere and
Mm.
honest, I think the topic of trust is also evolving gradually with social media.
Yeah.
If you think about it well.
I agree with you.
Because, okay, I'm cheating on my wife. I'm not saying I'm cheating on my wife, but
Actually, they watch.
I'm
and
cheating on
she's
my
watching
wife.
you. Go and tell you know she's not here again. She has gone to the other place. Go
It
and
is very easy for me to hide it now. Unlike those days,
Yeah, there's so many apps.
I can easily hide it now. There are apps on your phone that the person will scroll on those apps and we don't even know
Not
that this is
seeing
what you are
nothing.
keeping.
Yeah.
This is what this app is for. They
Have you
are
seen group?
there a lot.
The Christ Apostolic Group.
Oh,
Now, women, Association of Women in brackets.
So-
what are you doing there?
It's another level.
So trust. Trust is taking another shape. Now, just like relationship is taking a new dimension, I'm hearing of families now where the major bone of contention is the wife fighting the husband because the husband is not sweeping the floor of the house. I'm hearing those cases nowadays.
Yeah.
Very rampant nowadays, just because of one thing. The relationship ideology is shifting. Now, the problem is this. It is very simple. Social media is making you believe that in another country, somebody is doing that, and it is the normal way of life.
So
But we are forgetting the ideology of, okay, we are Africans, there is a way we are wired as well. We are leaving that aside, but taking that over our own. But that aside, the same thing with trust. Basically, I should be able to say that Jah Michael said this, and I'm taking it as this. But nowadays, Jah Michael can say this, and then I'll be like, what if it is not like that?
Because
Or before you know it, before the end of the day, the same thing Jah Michael said, that I was already thinking that, okay, maybe it is real. I pick my phone, I go on social media, I see something related to that in another light. Before you know it, what do you think I'll be thinking?
Or Jah Michael chat to say, Baba, I know they're around though. Are they Abuja and Jah Michael look you like this? You
We are saying location is easy.
Are they
everything
Abuja?
is
Oh,
easy.
are they Abuja? And later you can't find out, see Jah Michael there upstairs. Why don't
So,
you do that?
sincerely speaking, trust and a lot of basic things that we were formed with are already evolving with social media.
Yeah, it's very difficult to stereotype this stuff, this topic here,
deep,
because it is very deep. It's just being real with you. I'm being real
Yeah.
with you because you understand that this topic comes with so much angle to it. It's the same way you tell me about your Quran and your Bible, Muhammad and the Jesus and everything. Even though I've argued so many times, they tell you it was the inspiration of the Lord, but it was written by somebody. Am I correct? Like I say all the time, the world is 1 billion, but religion is 500 million.
Yeah.
So people were living for 1 billion, but religion is 500 million. But the religion says, if you don't believe in that book, you go to hell.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Sure.
So you're telling me that the 500 million people that were living before the religion came are all in hell, which is a lie. That is why I say your conscience. Why I'm driving to is that, see, when it comes to social media too, what they are trying to tell you with social media, you have not seen anything. Maybe it's WhatsApp and Facebook, you're still seeing the app. There will still be app. We've seen hologram, Abi.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Gbogbo, this. Do you know that, what's the name of this thing that happened in 2020?
Virus.
COVID-19. You know there's a movie of it in 1993.
Yes.
Do you know?
Yes.
You know zombies. What was it that you're watching? Zombies. You know it will happen.
Of course.
A lot of things. So they are showing you there will still be app where you will press and it will look as if you are feeding the person like this, and you will make love to the person.
You're already doing with all these games they are doing
No,
now.
they will show you. No, so they are telling you.
It is very clear.
It's
very
just the
simple.
beginning of the whole thing.
It looks like these people are seeing the future,
So
but it's just
why
how it
is now what I'm saying?
progression.
Yeah.
Our minds are evolving.
Now let me tell you, why
So
are they
simple.
not? Why are they not saying? Why is the Bible or the Quran not saying that? Because it at the end of the day, it's all buying down to it was written by someone, but there is something, and that is why Africans and Nigerians most especially are the best to me.
Yeah.
Your conscience, or
You will know.
your conscience. That's the God itself. So the person that wrote the Quran and the Bible truly was inspired, but it's the conscience. That is what the person I'm trying to explain here. So because those things, see, we are talking about social media, and I told you it is broad, big and wide.
Yes.
It will come to play one day. Then the next 50, 100 years, we might not be alive. But then videos like this will be played.
Yeah.
And they will understand.
Somebody believes that some of the things that are happening today, you know, that they were actually happening in those days, that the social media is just like an enhancing all those things. Now people can now see it. Would you subscribe to that? That some of the things are cheating, all these behaviors, the group of feminism, Nigerian feminism of witchcraft. Now all those things, they've been happening in those days, but now that, you know, social media has helped to, you know, show us those things.
Yoruba will say, "Kò sóhun tuntun lábẹ́ ọ̀run mọ́," and that translates to English that there is nothing new under the world. Now, because there is nothing new under the world does not mean that you have seen it all. But the social media itself will bring even ideas that you've not even thought of, that has already existed, to your presence. Look at it, for example, when it comes to the line of fashion, really, I always tell people there is nothing new we do again. I'm in the space of fashion. There is nothing new we do. I can do something and you look like, wow, this is fresh, this is new. If you really search it, you realize that it has been existing before.
I remember boot cuts in secondary school.
Old school, yeah.
SS1
everything.
then.
They went into extinction. Now they are coming back. So there is nothing new. But the thing is, the way social media will bring it will bring it in another dimension, another light, that will make you think that it is new, but it is not. There is nothing new again.
Joseph Atewe, if you were to look at it, as you were saying that ladies do this, ladies do that, how do you think the proper way, how do you think they should use social media instead of the way they are using it now? If you were to advise them, probably you are in the public space and you are to advise ladies, guys on the usage of social media. How would you advise? What would you tell them to do?
You know, before we came on board, I was speaking about diplomatic ties. We have with a lot of countries. It might be difficult. But then there's a country called China, and what they've done is that it is what they want you to see, you see.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you go on your child's phone in China, all you see, if you like, search pornography X under 2 months is your business. It's the cartoon you will see. If you go on your normal phone, it's what they want you to see. So
but in Nigeria, they tried something like that.
I'm coming.
You know, remember Okpoimo? Remember Okpoimo? Okpoimo, when they put
Okpoimo is the local district that you carry there.
Guys still go for matter.
No, the Okpoimo, okay, no.
The tab that
But you see, what I'm saying is that it's that because, see, no matter what, there's an IP.
Yeah.
Which will be delivered to government. They have to. So when they release it, they release it.
Yeah.
But if Nigeria tries it, so many countries might stylishly cut ties with us.
Yes.
And the Nigerian government, because naturally we are selfish. They want to make money. Because if it's not that we want to make money, if what they are doing to electricity, for example, I bought 100 units, I don't know what, yesterday or day before, I bought like 2,000. I don't know how many units it is. Do you understand?
You must be on band W.
Okay, thank you. I know they are
100 units, 2,000.
And the light is still there, right?
Wonderful.
But it's the same way with your DSTV connection. When you subscribe, it burns you're there or not. Meanwhile, it should be that same way.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But because the government is making money, so they're making money from these guys too. Normally, if truly we are religious in nature as we claim, and how we are supposed to live as Africans that we claim, because Senegal is the only country that controls that too in Africa. And maybe I think Egypt have joined, not too sure here, but somebody can help Google. But I know that if we are truly, the government can regulate these things based on the fact that when you are opening those up, they will tell you your strength. So I can pick entertainment, sports.
Yeah.
I can bet you that all of the things I'll be seeing is entertainment and sports.
Definitely.
So how can it be controlled? It can't be controlled by Kende or whoever is watching or we seated here. It's still the government. But unfortunately, you live in Nigeria and you have one of the most stable governments in the world. Yeah. Atewe said it. Nothing will happen. Thank you.
Atewe talk am. Let's take a look at feminism. I talked about Nigerian feminism of witchcraft. How is social media influencing this?
Oh, it is just boiling down.
Because that one is really big and fat now.
It is just boiling down to.
Okay, you know what? Before you answer, let's go on a short break.
Okay.
I want to sip this thing small. Let me feel the flavor, the strawberry flavor of this thing.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Let's go on a short break.
Evelyn Ohiole, King Eve. How are you today?
I'm good, I'm fine, I'm alive.
I really feel like she's not giving the right answer to the question. When one asks you, how are you? And you said, you're saying, I'm alive. It's very annoying, seriously. How are you? I'm fine. I feel I'm fine would be the right answer instead of I'm alive. Not that I asked you if you're dead before.
Go and check all these 14-year-old, 15-year-old, 16-year-old, everybody, they are extraordinarily sexually active.
Michael, I feel is being unnecessarily hyper when it comes to the issue of sex. Because we talk about other topics and he feels so reserved. He really doesn't have anything much to say when it comes to other stuff. But when it's the issue of sex, I believe he's being unnecessarily hyper. That's when I have to pick an issue with him. I mean, it's just being unnecessarily there when we're talking about sex. Just like a child, his mom just got him his favorite chocolate or ice cream, very happy, doing as though if he doesn't have sex for a day, he's going to die.
When it comes to finance, women also support their husbands financially. You need me emotionally. You need me spiritually.
Cassie is an amazing person, but I hate the too much attachment to that gender. I need you spiritually, I need you mentally. I can get these things anywhere with money. If you go by the topic was, who does marriage favors the most? I mean, know how many jobless women they marry every Saturday. They are saying it favors you. Are they vex so?
Growing up, when I was in the world, we've heard of
Why,
things.
you know?
Well, MC Too Much said, he likes saying when I was in the world. And the last time I checked, but it looks a bit innocent, facially, but deep down, is he actually out of this world? We're all in the world now. As long as you're alive, you're in the world. So, MC Too Much, I beg you to talk about that. I don't want to hear that. Next time you talk about
I think I have a problem with you saying ladies are champion, and that's the problem. Always trying to attach so much importance to that gender.
It's giving insecurity, it's giving low self-esteem, it's giving a blatant display of egoism. Because at the end of the day, a man who is secured in his words, a man who is confident of who he is, will not really be disturbed as to whether women are being referred to as champions or not. I mean, at the end of the day, Joseph's a really great guy, but whether he likes it or not, women are champions.
Diggy. Oh.
And you failed though, you failed. I remember that time you used to carry one fully speaker like that. That was not working well with battery that you put at the back. Say you were trying to practice DJ.
Stop casting.
You failed one. No, if it's not casting, why did he come in like that? You failed roughly. The last you failed. It was very close to this place. So those who live in Agbelewo, they invited him. It was a children's birthday party. He was playing Tupac Shakur. So no, should I bring out receipts? It's better we finish this show and just go. Now you invite me.
Me. There you go. You tell me not kill.
Let's just go.
Well, where's the evidence?
I will show them later.
Is it on social media?
Atewe Joseph is on Twitter. Follow me. I will give you.
Don't worry, I know people are go say that when they track you. All right, welcome back. The program is Two Men Uncut on Western Spring Television, and of course, we're talking about the effect of social media on relationship. Oh, we're trying to talk about feminism and
the Nigerian factor.
Nigerian feminism of witchcraft, and
It's so it's very, very funny when you are putting feminism in the light of Nigeria and then witchcraft.
yes,
It's
because,
really,
because
really
their own
funny.
feminism
The
is
three
hatred.
together has
Their own
been-
feminism is hatred. The guys like guys, they must die.
You see, that is one of the things that we have been trying to say,
Hmm.
especially the way Joseph has been talking
Yeah.
about them stupid and all. It boils down to their definition of feminism. And the problem is this: Yoruba will say that "Ẹni tán kọ́ ló lè tó jà." You understand? The person that is being taught to steal also has the intention of stealing. He's just looking for motivation. You get? He's just looking for motivation to do it. So now, in the case of Nigerian women, the sad part is that all from their basic existence, I believe they believe that things should be different this way. Why should I be submissive to my husband? But the problem they have that they don't really understand is that there are some basic things that we call principles. Now, when we are talking of principles, there are rules that guides principles. So even if you want things to be done differently, there are ways to approach it. I help my wife at home. I cook at times. I clean the house at times, though not often. I cook at times. I clean the house at times. I do one or two things at times.
I do too.
But doesn't mean that my wife should now expect that, okay, Tayo, today is
duty.
Tuesday, you must be the
You
one
must
to
go
do
and
it.
do it.
No. Don't get it twisted. No. But the way Nigerian women play their feminism is that, first, you should not even get married to anybody. Not talk of you being submissive to them. If by mistake you get married,
Loyal to who?
if by mistake you get married, you get what I'm saying? By mistake you are married. You must not do this. You must not be like this. That is not what the
If you do
concept
like
of
that, the man is
feminism
using
stands
you.
for.
And once you get into a relationship with them, they are always quick to change you.
Definitely.
They want you to their taste.
Yes, you must change.
They will change
Born
their
you.
mother, not me.
Why will you not change? It is what they want. And it
Probably
must happen
ask
that
about
way.
that with them.
Of which I always say it to people. I always say it especially to my female friends. If you really want to progress in life, it is very simple. Follow the basic principles of life. The person that you want to be with is seeing you with the principles you are following. If the person is respectable, you will definitely find a way to maintain a balance. You don't need to be the one to be like, yes, it must be like this, I must impose this on you. No. We are seeing a true representation of it in some countries. Germany, I believe, their head of state is a woman. That is to tell you that they grew up to that point. US is having a female presidential candidate. I still think, and I still hope to God, and I still pray to see that in my lifetime in Nigeria, where a woman will be the presidential
But not
candidate
now, they
of
will
a
misuse
major
it.
party. That's the problem.
Because
They
their
will
neck
misuse
meeting,
it.
their neck meeting is gele and makeup with different ugly faces. You will see at the neck meeting. I'm baby with you. That's when you will see her that when she's not, when the president is coming to Ushubu, for
And
example,
that's when they will see the quality
barricades,
of glasses
you can see the
use.
quality of the jeeps coming
Yes.
in. You can see them entering protocol.
Yeah.
If you bring woman, the Awade group will first
Normally.
Aware o, Atude, boom, boom, boom. One say, I'm being with they are just stereotype to be
No,
like, I'm being
sincerely
with
speaking,
you.
that's the sincere
So
truth.
they are not.
Awade.
No, the Awade will come. The Awade group.
Normally, they
then
will dance,
Awagbo
cultural
will
group.
come. At the end of the day, that's when you see the president, Ajijo Oluwa, President Ajijo Oluwa, will now be there.
Why? Jesus.
Na joke I dey o.
This guy is attacking.
You.
He's attacking my wife. He's attacking my wife. No problem. No problem.
I
No problem. I can understand though. I know what he's talking about. I know what he's talking about.
Oh not good. Man.
But the sincere
That the
truth,
perfectity, you go pass the
and
This is
Jah
actually
Michael,
Olua.
Jah Michael,
She
do
will
you
kind
know
of
the
cooler that
sad
they will
part?
share the meat.
The sad part is that with the reality of things on ground today in our country, if a woman should become president, man go suffer.
Eh? No.
We will suffer
Well.
because their ideology is not inclusive.
And
Their
to be real with
ideology
you,
is
because we
about
are not yet there.
themselves.
We are not
Exactly,
yet there.
because we are not yet there. Their ideology is about themselves. They see themselves as we are living in a world, in a country where we are always being subdued, we are always being bashed, we are always being this.
So now we have the opportunity to show.
So by
to show
default,
that I will
if
connect
they are
with
going to be spending 4 years, you know that the 4 years is going to be harder than the T-pain we are all
change your
experiencing
country,
right now.
go to Mali, go to another country.
You get it?
to
That time, men will be
After 4 years,
jackpine
over.
in masses,
Men
and
will
women
run
will be
away.
here. Then they will turn Nigeria to Lagidigba.
All right, let's talk about all these this what they call this thing, they call it online datings, all these these always guys Oloshoism
I
or
don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know how to
I
pick
cannot
it.
help you.
That
Oloshoism.
online dating, I know the apps.
Online dating day. And I don't know what they call
Escort services.
escort service and all those stuff.
The one night stand services.
One night
there.
stand
Online
services.
thing. Hold me from the
Can
back.
we say
services
that
they
now?
online,
Because
everything.
now, when you have a child in just GSS3 and you buy a phone, people are saying, some people other children around, they're having phones. Then why should my child have a phone? But some people tell you that, you know what? Once you give the child a phone, I remember I was speaking with my mother-in-law. She said, once you give a child like that a phone, GS3, SS1, that you have given her a tool for business, that who we should be talking to, that before you know it, there's some big bros in the street.
That's
this
where
and that.
I believe
And
they
you
are
know
getting
what?
it wrong.
And you know
sincerely.
what? It happened to me when I was in
Okay.
Ondo. There was a girl in my church, 14 years old, SS1. I don't know how she got my number. We attend the same church. And she told me point blank,
And you blew
I
this.
like you. I like you. I want us to be dating. I told her, come on, how old are you? She said, I'm 14 years old. What class are you? She said, I'm in SS1.
You know you
I
have a
said,
portable station.
I said,
so
by
she
now,
thought you are
I think
having
you should
the
focus
same
on
thing.
your studies and not
Because
do
you are a good person,
know what
I
she
want
told
to
me?
believe.
You know what she told me? She said, see the way you're even talking to me, that you know how many of you older people with cars and stuffs that are running after me, and you.
But does she have what the
you are
papas want to
busy-
eat?
You're busy telling me. She has everything.
That the papas want to eat.
Yeah, you're talking.
No, I
You
must
should have
say,
started
Deep
from
down,
there.
I felt like,
You are a
no,
good
no,
man.
no, 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 I don't do
You
it.
declined
How
it.
has that been? Is that not promoting, promoting all this kind of things?
You
We have
declined
2
it,
minutes.
sir.
We have 2 minutes
Jah
to analyze
Michael.
it.
What did you decline it?
I did.
Take
And because
me
of
there.
that, they stopped greeting me in
After the
church.
show.
Very good.
Share like group. They stopped
Very
greeting me in church.
Really?
Jah Michael,
Can
I
you talk?
believe that's where we are getting it wrong.
Okay.
When you want to introduce something to a person and then you want to have a control over it, it is very simple. Why don't you let them know about it even before you make them to have access to
But
it?
there are lots of influences out
Hold
there.
on, Jah Michael.
Peer
Hold on,
group.
Jah
But you
Michael.
forgot
The
the
problem,
to say,
normally, the problem starts with you parents from home.
Okay.
Sincerely, when you leave your children to the mercies of people, when you are parents that are always busy, whenever your children comes from school, probably they stay with neighbors, or probably you have house girl or house boy that they stay with before you return. By the time you return, they are even sleeping before you enter the house. So when they wake up in the morning, you are out of the house again. They are being left to be groomed by strangers.
You have less than 2 minutes.
Now, when you make them to be groomed by strangers, you really cannot say that, okay, this is what my child is doing. This is what my child understands. The basic things that you should teach a teenager, they have raging hormones at that point. You as a parent, if you are there, you will see these things. You are the perfect person to groom them this perfect way they should go. Baba, they are going that way. We were all at that point, at a point in our lives.
Sign out.
I just want to say that, say, be true to yourself as a woman. We see different things on social media, but I've taken my heart. And I expect so much too from women, because what they're saying is that as a woman, when I come, you should also twerk for me. Every time, twerk for Baba.
Okay.
Always wear the jean string. Let me see the jean string. Let me swipe and tap.
Oh my
But I will
God.
not take that
Lemo.
because I'm being sincere with
All
myself.
right.
You know the job he does. You know how he struggles to make money. Help him. Work with him. Because at the end of the day, you will die. And it can be trailer that will jam, that will reverse and kill you. All these things, it's just lie. My name is Joseph Atewe.
1 minute.
Well, I will say that relationship shouldn't be difficult, provided we the players are ready to do what it's needed. You don't have to be too hard on a person that you're with. Basically, relationship or marriage is an avenue for you to learn. Why not learn together and grow together, leaving the social media where it should be?
And to those who created the social media, they don't have one thing in their back. See, you will die. Many a time, it's trailer that is to reverse. He will jam, you will die. Some people have to soup.
Abi, four people.
You will die. There's no point in the life.
Okay. From it, I will just say that,
Be there looking for Beyonce.
On social media,
Nonsense.
pick the things that learn to see the information.
Enjoy
you get.
yourself.
Know the one that is right for you.
You will die.
Know
Can
the
I
one that
go?
you shouldn't follow, and know what you follow on social media. It's not everything you see on social media that you must do or you must follow. Not everything you see on social media that is right.
No, you do all of them and live long.
Know what
now.
is right for you. You should be able to decipher. That's why you have your conscience. According to Joseph Atewe, your conscience will
This
tell
one
you
is.
that this one is right, this one is wrong. And it's a wrap on the show for tonight. I want to say thank you very much to the entire crew of this particular program, to the producer, to everybody. Thank you very much, guys.
But tell them they will die so that they know what they will.
Just like I say, you should go down.
If you see, there's one roller that is grading road. If you see the way he pressed the button, he died.